go.
Hello and welcome to Beehive Quilt Shop. We are here for a fun tutorial that Bonnie Lowen is going to show us some fun things. We've kind of been discovering some new stabilizers during the pandemic and making some other fun projects because we all like to make quilts, but it is fun to make other projects, and it's of course really fun to decorate your quilt room.
Yes.
So we showed Bonnie this fun pattern that shows you how to use Craf-Tex fabric, but then she took it and kind of just made it even better.
Made it a little easier.
She did, and so she's gonna show us, but this is what it is. She's made this cute basket from Craftex, and she's featured Bonnie and Camille fabrics, and she has just embellished it wonderfully. So Bonnie, can you tell us a little bit about your project?
Okay, sure. Well, you just take this placemat and you cut, first of all, you cut out the corners, and then it looks just like this. Then you take your fat quarter, it takes 2 fat quarters, and you iron on your fat quarter. Of course, you use one of those mats, so you don't iron it onto your ironing board.
An applique pressing sheet.
Yes. So you just iron that all on. It's very simple. Then you just sew around it, and you just put your needle over just a little bit and sew all the way around the whole thing. Very easy.
Okay, that's easy.
Then you take your inside. This will be your outside box. Then you take another piece of fabric, and here's another outside box, and you put it over the right sides together, put it over the top, and you very carefully, I clipped it, but you turn it over, and then you sew it again right on that same line.
Oh, this is genius.
And
this
then,
is genius, Bonnie.
Before you sew it, or after, I've done both ways, cut a little hole out of the middle, and then it's very simple. You just clip it, of course, all the way around it after you sew it. And afterwards you sew the whole thing around again.
Okay.
And then you clip it here so it all is smooth. And then the easy part is you just turn it, and then voila, you have your little scallops.
And that's how it's so perfect like this.
Yes.
And that's why it makes it look like you've gone back and top stitched it, but that was really just from assembling it in the beginning.
Yeah.
Aha.
And then the pattern calls to put buttons here.
Right.
But this is very hard and stiff to go through, so I put little bows, which I think is cuter.
Yes.
And then it just is done.
Oh.
And then I went ahead and took scraps and put it on the inside.
And I think this is one of those extra finishing touches that if you do it, it really really makes it classy.
Really does. And then you put your fabric that you folded all in there, and you can put it on the shelf like this. You can see all your fabrics. It's wonderful.
I think that
and it makes you so happy.
It does.
Right?
And I said, we love Bonnie and Camille fabric, this is of course Bonnie. So Bonnie, Camille fabric, and
there
Bonnie. I'm so glad that you've invented this pattern.
Well,
if you'll wait just a moment, I'll show you the bigger one.
Okay, yes.
So this was the first one that someone had made up, and this, it actually makes you use 2 layers when really you just need the one.
Yeah.
So I
it goes further.
I really think that that's quite genius, Bonnie, that you've done that. And of course, I love your fabric, your ribbon idea. That's exceptional.
It's
so
fun.
really you just need a one color thread to match when you put them together. But I think this is just revolutionary. And now I don't think I'm afraid to do this because I admired this pattern, and this really could be easy.
Anybody can do it because it's very little sewing at all.
Yes.
Well,
Thank you for joining us today.
Wonderful. So
you're
thank
welcome.
you again, Bonnie. This is
You're
a fabulous, fabulous tutorial. So we're Beehive Quilt Shop in Wellington, Kansas, and this was Bonnie.